Hi everyone, so I just wanted to show you what the situation is now from the old launch vehicle to now the new launch vehicle with the DC fast charging compared to the level 2 6.6 kilowatt hour charging for an Aptera road trip. It's, for example, Los Angeles to San Francisco, which is about 400 miles. And realistically, even though Aptera claims 400-mile range on the highway, if you're going 70 plus miles an hour, you're going to probably see around mid 300s, so about 350 miles of range. Though with the previous launch edition, which was only at 6.6 kilowatts, Aptera is claiming 57 miles of charging per hour, though realistic highway range expectations would be around 50 miles. But now with this new launch vehicle having the DC fast charging of at least 40 watts, or 40 kilowatts, you're probably going to be able to get up to 345 miles per hour. But though converted to a realistic highway range, you're probably going to see around 300. Now, with going from LA to San Francisco, you have 400 miles to travel, though your realistic range leaving at zero is 100% is about 350 miles. So you're going to have to accommodate 50 miles worth of charging. Now, Aptera hasn't exactly shown how well it would work road tripping a car and collecting solar, and how well that would work over a long distance. A drive to San Francisco covering 400 miles is about almost 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours depending on traffic. Anyhow, on this, if it was the previous launch edition with only the 6.6 kilowatt hour onboard charger, you're looking about at least an hour worth of charging, because within that 1 hour on that 6.6 kilowatt hour charger, you can collect about 50 miles worth of range. Now on the 40 kilowatt hour charger, you're going to be seeing about 300 miles worth of highway range. So that then makes it only a 10-minute stay for charging, which is really good because that shows that there's not much compromise if you want to road trip the vehicle for a very long distance, such as 400 miles. Now, the biggest thing with mass adoption of these types of vehicles, solar or full electric, is the compromise, how much of a compromise there is. Well, generally anybody traveling from LA to San Francisco is going to be, waiting, going to go get lunch. They're going to use the bathroom probably 2 times. I drove to Lake Tahoe, and I did that within, I would say that was about a 6-hour drive, and I still had to stop 3 times, one for gas for about 10 minutes, and then once for the restroom, and that was very extreme driving quickly up there. But realistically, somebody road tripping can easily stay on the side of the road charging for about an hour or so. For the compromise to only have to charge for about 10 minutes to gain back that 50 miles is really good, and that's going to help mass adoption severely. Now, the other question is, how is an Aptera versus a Prius? Well, Prius easily can get over 500 miles of range on the freeway, so you can leave, from your home to San Francisco and not even have to charge. So that's the big compromise. There's little to no compromise, but realistically though, even if you're driving in a Prius, after 6 hours of driving or 8 hours of driving, you're going to want to step out and use the restroom, grab lunch, grab dinner, grab breakfast. So that's why it was so impactful that Aptera was to have DC fast charging, because then there's little compromise. Because if you're just going on a 400-mile road trip and you have that mandatory stay 1 hour, some people are not going to want that. People want the freedom to be able to sometimes they need to go from A to B as quickly as possible. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave comments down below. Have a good day. Thank you.